Hello YouTubers and welcome to Dios Prime Review channel. Today we're running a live Antutu benchmark test for the Oppo Find7a. And the Find7a, it basically improves on the Find7 by adding 4G LTE. Yes, 4G LTE, and the LTE works abroad. And in this review we're just going to check out these benchmark results. Also show you the accessories, the free YouTube promo gift, and then we'll show you the build of the phone and settings and do some web browsing. Before we get started though, make sure to like our video. Also, subscribe to the Dios Prime Review channel. And just want to remind you that there is a link to the Find7a inside of our YouTube video description. And yeah, so this is actually called the X9000 in China. It's called both. So Find7 is the English version. So inside the box we can see that it has a data cable, USB to micro USB, earbuds, hands-free earbuds. So there we go, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, and Oppo branded hands-free for answering phone calls. And it also comes with a charger. This is a nice hefty wall charger. It has a US style plug, and it's a 5V 4.5 amp charger. The nice large cable, nice and hefty. Now you're in Europe, Australia, or the UK, it will come with your country's power plug adapter free, only from Dios Prime. And there's a free YouTube promo gift. It's a touch pen, 3-in-1 touch pen. It has a laser, flashlight, and at the top tip here it's like a touch pen. In order to get this, make sure to ask us to please include the free YouTube promo gift or the pen. And you can do that inside the order note section during checkout. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But the score has come in, so we'll zoom in a little bit. So it gets a nice high score of 35,816, nice and high. I think I've only had one other phone that gets it that high, and that was the Vivo X-Play 3S, and that's also on our YouTube video channel, and that's also a 4G LTE phone. So let's check out the details here. Now here we do have there's a little safety screen protector there, so we'll leave it on for the review, but you can see at the top here you can peel that off. So here we can see it says X9000. It's running Android 4.3 operating system. Here's some of the RAM info. So it says that it has a 2.2 gigahertz CPU. And that's quad-core, I believe. Yep. So it's confirmed to have 2.2 gigahertz CPUs. So this is probably one of the fastest. Adreno TM330 GPU. Now let's just go back to device info. And again, Oppo X9000 or the Find7a, and it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 CPU, and it's basically it's a 8974AB CPU. 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution screen, 13.1 megapixel camera on the back. So 2 gigabytes DDR3 RAM, and 16. This looks like it's a 16 gigabyte ROM version with just about 9.25 gigabytes free. So actually the CPU gets up to 2.3 gigahertz if you round that up to 2.2 to 2.27, so it's 2.3 gigahertz. So sometimes Antutu reads the scores a little bit lower. 480 DPI on the screen, 5 megapixel camera on the front camera. Again, operating system is that 4.3. May 27th was the last firmware release. Supports NFC, and it supports these sensors like G sensor, eCompass, etc. So this concludes the Antutu part of our review. And again, I want to remind you to like our video, also subscribe, and going back on how you can get the free promo gift. In the order notes section during checkout on diosprime.com. Let's see. Again, it gets a score of 35,816. Now on dealsprime.com, you need to register on our site, and then log in and check out through our site, and you can do that quite easily. So we'll just find the browser here. Okay, so we're actually on the Deals Prime site here. So it asks us to please include the free YouTube 3-in-1 touchpin, and we will. Okay, now let's just check to make sure that our description is pretty much the same. So yeah, it's actually our description says 4.2, so it actually has an upgraded operating system. Now, this is actually the mobile site of the mobile version of our site. And on the regular version, there's actually a full description. So you can just do a search for Oppo Find7a, and that's how you get that result there. So yeah, we'll just check out some of the apps on the phone. Actually, before we do that, let's just show you the build of the phone. So we can see the 13 megapixel camera on the back. We'll zoom out a little bit. 13 megapixel camera on the back. Flash, Oppo. This looks like a pinhole reset button, so if you need to reset the unit for any reason, gently press this with a pin. And up at the top here we have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Here we can see that it's ultra thin, ultra slim. This is the power / sleep button. Micro USB port, mic hole, and volume up and volume down. Now the back of the case should be able to pop open, but actually I'm not sure. We'll have to ask. We'll ask first. Okay, and then on the front here we can see it has a 5 megapixel camera. So it looks like we can't open it here. So you have to press this right here. It looks like there's a little button here that we have to press. So I don't have a pin. Looks like you have to press the button here to open the back case. Now we'll just go in depth in this phone. I have not inserted a SIM card, so but we have connected to Wi-Fi, and we'll just show you the icons. So it has a nice little desktop here. You see camera, which press on accident, and to flip the camera around you just press right here. Okay, and we'll actually take a picture just to show off the 13 megapixel camera. Just tap the screen to focus. Okay, so no real noise when you tap it, but you can see it has a nice high definition 13 megapixel camera. This is the dialer. Okay. And messaging. So you can add a new message there. And another cool thing I now saw, it has Anti-Harassment Settings and has edit. So that's a nice little feature that it has. And this takes you to the full menu. Let's check out clock, weather, notepad, files, reader, voice assistant, lock now, browser. We'll do some web browsing in a second. Still doesn't have really noise when you do that, or some local site. Okay, and Okay, so this is actually the mobile version. You can see the high definition screen has an IPS screen, so that means that it has a really wide viewing angle. And we'll just check out some of the settings real quick if we can before this cuts out. Settings. So we'll check out the language and input real quick. So it only supports English. And about phone. And another cool thing was the mobile networks. So here we can see that it does have 4G network when you as an auto configure. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it does say that. And just apps real quick. So before this video cuts out, just remember to like our video. Also subscribe to our Deals Prime. Again, there is a link to